next? away from you. You brought a lot of money, but me, I'm catching tidy tummy. And you make me sleep. I try and try, and I start to be sensible. And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. And next time we'll talk it over, and we can start again. For you, I caught a lot of static. And me, I would like it automatic. Oh, what do you think would happen next? Oh, what could it ever be? So it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. Next time, let's talk about it. Or maybe start again. To think I used to pity you. To think I used to pity you. It's true. To think I used to pity you. To think I used to talk to you. It's true. Next time we can talk about it, or even start again. I couldn't tell you what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? I knew you were low, man, but the truth is I was shocked. Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Till I met. Never knew things till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs. Rap with my dogs. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in Atlanta. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a youngster don't wanna pull them. And if a youngster wanna meet the sun, we gon' rep to the death where the roots is from.
These days another change, my homies stay the same. Life feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. These days another change, my homies stay the same. Life feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle with your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. We gon' live with it till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation to get that reason. To all my cousins and my kids, family and folks, we got our ride out till we break it, all them hundreds fold.
Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Life really strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Life really strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Never knew chill till I met with beef. Never knew war till I met with peace. Never knew tie till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die up on the block. And the boats flock. And watch my life stop. Hard to see in a cold night when it's cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight and I hold the lights. Get a poltergeist, but real homies never turn me back. My homies listen all these tracks. My homies all rapping mad. We rolling out like Cadillac.
Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Life really strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Life really strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
You are one of the players that they say is the toughest to challenge in 2K. are one of the players that they say is the toughest to challenge in 2K.
To be honest, I haven't really had a lot of competition.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we have an interactive special where you guys have the chance to win tons of VC, and we show you what's to come in 2016. Tune in now.
Entirely, totally, bring it all together. I want everything. Feel till it feels like hot gossip and mandarin. Copy ball folks waiting on the chick go with your hands out. I gotta laugh at you and call it luck because it wasn't due to you. Don't mean I ain't paying dues. It's stupid. I'm on my mind for reaching things that you can't. Just know I'm doing something you ain't. Simple and plain. And to do what I want and to do what I please is first on my to-do list. But every once in a while I think about her smile, wonder the few things I do miss. But baby, I've got to go, baby, I've got to know, baby, I've got to prove it. And I'll see you when you get there, but I'm going on.
Siervo, dígame, entonces, ¿en qué está? ¿Cómo está todo? ¿Tranquilo? Ya, loco, no lo tengo. Sí, loco, me gusta pila ese juego, que yo lo quiero, pero ¿quién me lo pasa ahí? Alejandro, que fue lo que dio. Power, ya te partí, estate tranquilo. Vamos a poner una por teléfono, ¿no? Pero te quiero meter una tienda para acá, coño. Como me gusta tu espalda. Como está una baja con mi flow luminario.
Welcome to a jam-packed arena here in Oklahoma City. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder.
Estamos viendo, estamos trabajando en eso, de que se mueve, ¿no?
We've got Lewis Williams, hands out there with Roy Hibbert. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Kobe, the three spot. The Thunder pull in. They put up a nice win against the That's not possible what we just saw. Clark, is that possible?
Not improbable, but it is possible. And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Y me saqué pila de DNA. Me saqué como 16 DNA en Avant Walter. Y me saqué una triple en el juego.
We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung on top 10 in
Oklahoma City on D. 4-point game. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Nance, no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Shots good by Durant.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Here's Clarkson. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Unloads from 13. That one wide left. Thunder have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Adams. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch. And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Now the feed to Westbrook. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Payne, he's checked in for the Thunder. The Lakers also with a sub. Nick Young's checked in for Bryant. Now, here is Young. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And former Coach of the Year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Payne dishes to Adams. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Timeout called the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you've just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
Dennis Cantor's checked in for Oklahoma City. Waiters comes in for Anthony Morrow. The Lakers also changing it up. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Randall comes in for Nance. And it's Russell in for Clarkson. Russell. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6, and he dunks it down.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding. Yeah, had almost a free run to the hoop that time, Kevin. I mean, that was too easy.
Cantor, the pass to Durant. The second chance effort. And Ibaka slams it in.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Now, here is Russell. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Thunder leading by 13. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Payne kicks to Durant. Again, Durant missing. The Lakers shoot in a lowly 30% to start this game out. Here's Sacre. Wow, way off on that one.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Wow, risky shot there, size-wise.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. It's the Thunder up by 15. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. Anthony Morrow out there with Steve Novak. And it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And Cantor pulls it down. Well, the defense is what did the Lakers season in last year, but their offense struggled at times as well, Clark. They just couldn't count on things night to night.
Well, they were near the bottom of the league in most offensive categories, Kevin. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. The efficiency just wasn't there.
Look at that jam. That is just beautiful. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? That man can climb a ladder.
Here's Wirtz. He's covered by Cantor, and he gets it to go.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's his first foul. And the Thunder with some changes. Adams comes in for Cantor. And it's Andre Robertson in for Dion Waiters. Goes up off the inbound. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Clarkson. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. The Thunder leading by 19. Here's Morrow. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Shot from the wing. No luck. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Launches a 3. Rebound by Kobe. Lakers trail by 21. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. And the pass to Wirtz. Kicks to Hibbert. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bumped on the way up, but hits it. And they call the blocking foul.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they're just giving them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities. On the inside, make them beat you from deep.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. Thunderball. That'll be a 5-second call.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Adams dishes to Robertson. Great D that time from Hibbert.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Well, he's really squandered this quarter. I mean, 3 turnovers already. I think it's a lack of concentration.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
On the clock. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Thunder. Durant comes in for Anthony Morrow. And then for the Lakers, Julius Randle's checked in for Nance. Young comes in for Kobe. And it's Williams in for Jordan Clarkson. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. In third, the Thunder.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
4-on-3 break. And again, the Lakers no good.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Here's Young to stop the run. Great D that time from Durant. And Robertson kicks to Adams. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Adams has got 11 points.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Thunderball. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Waiters comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Augustine. That is good.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
For Los Angeles, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line. Well, somehow the Lakers managed to avoid ending up in last place in the West last season. Still, it's a far, far cry from the Lakers teams of the past. Only 21 wins for them on the season.
And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 20-3 run right now. Here's the Lakers with the ball. Here's Randle. The offensive rebound. Here's Sacre. Not enough on that one as it misses. Here's Payne. Durant for 3. The shot is off. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Oklahoma City out in front, ending the second quarter on a 20-3 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Look who's coming out of the court. It's your Thunder Girls.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Williams. And there's Bryant. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Nance in at the 4 slot. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. And Kobe, here we go. An easy 2 points on the layup. Kobe's got his second bucket.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here's Westbrook from the arc. That drops. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts. You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs. His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket, and you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
And the basket good.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Morrow. Bryant with the rebound. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig, and Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Steve Novak, he's checked in for Steven Adams. And it's Roberson in for Durant. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Coming on the floor for the Lakers, D'Angelo Russell.
Poked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA. 10th in fewest turnovers per game. 12th in second chance points. And they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting as well. Pretty good, but they could certainly stand some improvement there.
And call me crazy, but I really believe turnovers are one of those game-changing stats. Their ability to avoid those miscues and make the right play consistently has been tremendously important. Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And that one's good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
That's his first personal foul.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor. He's checked in for Steve Novak. Dion Waiters comes in for Anthony Morrow. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And then for the Lakers, Sacre is checked in for Hibbert. Julius Randle comes in for Larry Nance. Young is subbed in for Kobe.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
Stolen by Waiters. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. And of course, there's Los Angeles. Just way behind. For the Thunder, their play against the rest of the West wasn't a huge problem as to why they missed the playoffs. And you know, they went 25-27 against the rest of the West.
Well, at first glance, that doesn't look too bad, but only 7 wins in those 29 games against the Western Conference playoff teams. With the talent the Thunder have, you still think of them as favorites in the West, at least one of the favorites in the West.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for 2.
A big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
Now here is Augustine. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Waiters no luck.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
Here's Russell. Drops in the breakaway layup. Russell's got 8 points.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor. And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination.
Dion Waiters.
The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Durant comes in for Roberson. And it's Payne in for Augustine.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
9 feet out.
Wow.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm. And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Oklahoma City out in front as they end the 3rd quarter on a 14-5 run. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Thunder 5 right now. Morrow is the 2 with Durant the 3. Steven Adams is out there with Steve Novak. And it's Payne and it's the 1. And the Thunder making a switch here. Singler's checked in. Thunder shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Fires for 3. Payne can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's Brown with the drive. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. That's good.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
The Lakers shoot 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. World peace, good.
Oh, maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there. And I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Roberson, he's checked in for the Thunder. Augustine comes in for Payne. The Lakers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Novak, the pass to Augustine. Oklahoma City moving it around. Just 2 to shoot. Roberson. And that one's on target from the wing.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Offensive rebound. Bass takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Robertson dishes to Augustine. Singler for 3. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Pass up top. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Cantor checked in for Oklahoma City. The Lakers also changing it up. Sacre comes in for Meta World Peace. Young is subbed in for Brown. Here's Burgess. And the Lakers with another miss.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Payne, he's checked in for Augustine.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Thunder.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Kevin Durant. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
From outside the arc, knocked loose, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Los Angeles ball.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Augustine's checked in.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, with the game out of reach, intentional fouls don't mean anything. It's just an exercise in futility. Let the clock go.
Yeah, I agree with you, Clark. Just doesn't really make a lot of sense at this point.
And Cantor drops them both. Outside, Williams pulls it from the elbow. Misses off the right iron. Here's Roberson. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
This is your voice CMP 2424. Vamos yo ponerme score bien, no olvida Swan. No, Swan no model chic. Y Ramón no se conecta. Aquí estoy yo, muchachos, sacando model chiado mano, loco. Ay, sí, loco. Yo no, loco, yo soy durísimo en este juego. Solo acompañado, como que lo que soy bien duro. Eso sí yo tengo que, en otros juegos yo no puedo servir, pero aquí en Call of Duty, problemático soy yo en este juego. Bien, ¿quién es ese? Otro, yo... Wow, me quitan el Olvir, 80 puntos, bro. Diablo, qué hijo de puta, loco. Yo lo que vengo para acá que estos tigres lo que están campeando, loco. Yo con un equipo de la 11, un equipo lo que yo no sirve, loco. Siempre van al equipo más malo, loco, ¿no? ¿Por qué? vaya atrás de ti, hueputa, mátalo. Y a mí lo que no me importa, a mí no me importa perder eso, no. No me importa perder, loco, pero... Coño, loco, qué jodiendo, qué jodiendo. Están matando demasiado, yo estaba como 7-4, ahora estoy con 9, están matando demasiado. Cada hombre que te deja buscar.
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team. And last year, they were able to take the edge in the series thanks to some clutch play.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
So here is Miami's starting group. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. And it's Dang in the small forward position. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That is his first foul of the game. Washington kicks to Dang. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Wade again. Sputler. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully he can avoid injury woes this season. If they can't, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
And again, Chicago, no good.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So for the Heat, their last game, a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Chicago foul.
Yeah, plagued by foul trouble throughout in that game. I think it just forced them into some rotations that they weren't comfortable with.
Yeah, and you know, the frustrating part, guys, is that's something that can be avoided. You know, you can correct that, but you've got to move your feet and keep your hands to yourself. You've got to show some discipline. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here's Gasol. Poked away. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal
For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
Dragic kicks to Dang. T-Wade on the wing. Defended by Butler. And Butler sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Rose. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Miami. Just 3 to shoot. Dang for 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Shot on the wing. Bosch grabs the miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Brooks misses.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Dang kicks to Bosch. Shoots from the elbow. And that's good for 2.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
So for the Bulls, Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. And it's Heinrich in for Butler. And then for Miami, Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Udrich in for Goran Dragic. Portis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
To the paint. Here's Gasol.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Here's Udrich. It's rebounded by Portis.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Haslem, that's good.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
And Gasol slams it in.
A long wind-up and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
I sure hope not.
That is good.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
There's the killer two-handed slam. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Bulls out front. They lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Dang out there with Whiteside. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Rose. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And the Miami Heat have finished in the top 2 spots or better in each of the years the big 3 were in town. Last season that changed as they would end up 10th in that Eastern Conference.
And for the Heat, once the bullies of the Eastern Conference, they had a lot of trouble keeping up with other Eastern Conference teams.
Kevin, they finished 25 and 27 against the rest of the conference. Played under 500 against the East at home, which really negated their chances for the playoffs.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Chicago leading. And Whiteside sends it back. It's Dragic with the drive. Takes a three. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been draining everything they've put up this month. In fourth, the Heat.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the basket by Wade.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow. But Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available. And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. Will it go? And he slams it one-handed.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
But they get it back. Butler goes in. They get it again. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Heat?
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Chicago making some changes. Heinrich comes in for Butler, and Brooks subbed in for Rose. And then for Miami, Chris Bosh is checked in for Whiteside. Haslam comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Udrih in for Goran Dragic. Haslam can't get it to go. And stolen by Udrih. And here we go with Bosh running it up the floor. And the jam by Udonis Haslam.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Inside, knocked away. And again, Miami running the court in transition. Tries again. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Taj Gibson. Brooks outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Bosh passes to Udrih. And here's Bosh. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so. And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Here's Portis. Lays it up and banks it in. Portis has got 8 points.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
And now it's Green running. He can go for that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
From deep. And that does it for the first half of play. Heat lead by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. You look at Chris Bosh in this game, I mean, he's been everywhere.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Chris Bosh in this game, I mean, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. And it's Mirotic in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. And Wade drops them both. Last outing for Chicago. They won that game against Indiana.
And after that game, it was impressive to look at the box score and see the work they did at the free throw line.
And not only what they did in making them, but what they did to get to the line. I mean, they were constantly in attack mode, driving the lane and drawing fouls.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. They get it back. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And Kevin, while we have a moment here, let's take a look at the Bulls and see where they ranked over the last month in the NBA stats. First in rebounding, first in blocks. And they've also been extremely skilled in the art of the putback, second chance points. I mean, they're ranked number 2 in that particular category.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
Yeah, but they've got to find a way to convert those extra possessions into points if they're going to come back in this one. And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Bulls trail by 10. Rose goes in. No good. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Takes the 3. And that one's good. And it's 6 points for Luol Deng.
Nice stroke from long range. And if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
And finished off by Rose.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Mirotic. Gerald Green, he's checked in for the Heat.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
Whiteside, good.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And if that doesn't get you fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Chicago. As you mentioned, the Bulls added veteran leaders last season. Pau Gasol was the notable one. 11 Bulls Clark had playoff experience prior to their postseason run a season ago.
And that's invaluable, Kevin, to have that kind of experience. I mean, having Gasol, 2-time champion in the locker room, big, as is having almost a dozen guys who understand the intensity and the details that playoff basketball requires.
Whiteside, good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Heinrich. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. With the pause in the action, let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 games. The Bulls third.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Rockets with some nice D. The Heat leading by 10. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his third foul of the game. Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Butler. Then for the Heat, Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Udrich in for Goran Dragic.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Heinrich against Green. Gibson down low. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Chris Bosh. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
And both free throws good from Heinrich.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Offensive rebound. Made that one on the move. Tough shot. Haslam's got 8.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
And Udrich gets it to go.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, is really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
They get the rebound. Here's Haslam. No good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And so here is Chicago. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That will complete this four-game homestand. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Miami, Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Winslow is out there with Dang, and it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. Chicago was as strong as they would have hoped for last season at home in the United Center. A lot of big wins for them here.
Yeah, and despite all the injuries, they go 27-14 at home, and that helped to assure them of home court in the first round of the playoffs.
Bulls moving the ball around. Portis. But they'll get another chance. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Wade against Butler. The pass to Mirotic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Mirotic has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls.
You know, you look back on the Bulls' record last year with 27 home wins. That's pretty solid. Same exact total as they had the year before. They haven't gone below 500 at home since 2008.
To the paint, got a piece of it. And so it's Miami again turning it over. Inside, there's Winslow, buries it down low.
And a big part of why the Bulls are tough at home is this crowd. I mean, sold out every game last season, led the league in total attendance for 6 straight seasons, averaging over 21,000 fans per game.
Dragic. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Portis has got his third rebound on the night. And slam dunk by Butler.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
And that one's good.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And the Bulls making a change here. Gibson's checked in. And Miami with a change here, too. Chris Bosh has checked in for Winslow.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Gibson sends it back. Stolen by Bosh. Tipped away. Butler with the steal. By himself. And it's sent back by Bosh. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosh touched it last. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
And stolen by Whiteside. Only one man back on D. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
You really got to give him some credit there. I mean, he really had absolutely no chance to stop that throwdown against a much bigger guy. But he hung in there and gave it a very strong effort.
And that one's good by Butler.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. The Bulls making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Butler with the steal. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. The Heat making a switch here. Green's checked in. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes.
Fires top of the key. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not. I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Here's Dragic. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Miami.
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnovers.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Miami foul call. That's his second personal. 15.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 8.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Here's Rose. Finished off the break.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Hacked on the shot, and he'll have 3 chances at the line. That one on Rose. And the first of 3 missing that time. That's a tough one to miss, but 2 more chances. He makes the second free throw, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he ends up making 2 out of 3, and it's an 8-point game. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Miami no good on that time either.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Puts it up from 17. Not enough on that one as it misses. Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
That'll go on McDermott. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Bairstow, he's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. And then for Miami, Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Udrich in for Goran Dragic. Bosch, the screen. And Kirk Heinrich picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Chicago.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Brooks lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And so it's Miami winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. You brought a lot of money, but me.
To be honest, I haven't really had a lot of competition.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we have an interactive special where you guys have the chance to win tons of VC, and we show you what's to come in 2016. Tune in now.
One of the players that they say is the toughest to challenge in.
To be honest, I haven't really had a lot of competition.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we have an interactive special where you guys have the chance to win tons of VC, and we show you what's to come in 2016. Tune in now.
You are one of the players that they say is the toughest to challenge in 2K.
To be honest, I haven't really had a lot of competition.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we have an interactive special where you guys have the chance to win tons of VC, and we show you what's to come in 2016. Tune in now.
You are one of the players that they say is the toughest to challenge in 2K.
To be honest, I haven't really had a lot of competition.
On this week's
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college. Jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave, financial responsibilities, or just getting tired. In my case, the Hack of Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man, Dick Vitale, say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed a year, I'll tell you. But, this guy, Freak.
NBA en directo, aquí en 2K Sports. Espero que estén pasando una buena noche de domingo. En la cabina estamos Jorge Quiroga, Anthony Daimiel y Sixto Miguel Serrano. Tenemos a los Spurs de San Antonio. Se enfrentan a los Hawks. Spurs. Los Hawks van ganando. El balón le llega a Millsap. Rodríguez encima del poste alto. La juega Sefolosha. Millsap en el exterior. Horford.
Le han hecho una falta muy dura y dispondrá de 2 tiros libres.
Será de la Marcus Aldridge.
At the line for the Hawks.
Canasta de Horford. Y anota ambos. Ya han transcurrido poco menos de 3 minutos y medio del primer cuarto. West por la izquierda.
Y se quedan a menos de 10 puntos.
Muy buena mano en esa jugada.
Schroeder con el balón. Le llega el balón a Rodríguez.
Le taponan.
Leonard tiene el balón. La juega Mills. Cubierto por Sefolosha. Hacia la zona exterior derecha. Parker no lo consigue.
El tiro era bueno. La defensa no puede relajarse tanto y esperar que falle desde ahí.
Kawhi Leonard recupera la posesión. Penetración de Parker. Entra. Es su tercera canasta en juego del partido. Lleva 3 de 5.
Casi parece incapaz de hacer nada mal. Está anotando con buenos porcentajes.
Saca para Rodríguez.
Tiro desde la derecha del poste alto.
Buen tiro de Millsap.
Un despiste en defensa y ya ves el resultado.
La defensa no termina hasta que tu equipo tiene la posesión.
El balón le llega a Díaz. Dispara desde la línea. Rebote de Atlanta.
La opción de tiro era buena, pero no entró.
Millsap en el exterior. Rodríguez. Horford.
Le han hecho falta durante el tiro. Irá a la línea para lanzar 2 tiros libres. Es la segunda vez que acude a la línea de personal. El tiro libre no entra. Los dos equipos van a introducir cambios.
Los Spurs por detrás en el marcador. Aquí tenemos a Parker
con 8 puntos.
Saca para Ginobili.
Con tiempo de sobra.
Lo atrapa Horford.
Fallo grave de la defensa, pero tuvieron suerte.
Rodríguez en el exterior. A la zona. Y la canasta es de Horford.
Es una exhibición de tiro. No desperdicia sus ocasiones.
La juega Parker.
Se levanta en la línea de personal. Y entra, anota el tiro e irá a la línea de personal.
Ese pase le permitió llegar hasta el aro sin tener que pararse.
Aquí tenemos a Rodríguez.
Y la revienta a una mano. El tiro libre no entra. Y clava el segundo.
Partido disputado aquí en Atlanta.
Le han hecho una falta muy dura y dispondrá de 2 tiros libres. Son sus primeros tiros libres del partido. Y falla el tiro libre. Y acaba fallando ambos tiros libres. ¡Esa vale!
La charla del entrenador va a ser tremenda en el próximo tiempo muerto. Han encajado 3 canastas seguidas en la zona.
Ya sé que es de perogrullo, pero toda defensa comienza por no permitir canastas fáciles. Pero su rival está tirando muy cómodo desde la pintura.
Creía que eso iba a entrar. Parecía triple seguro.
A mí me ha sorprendido tanto como a ti, Anthony.
Magníficos pases.
Y el balón en movimiento constante.
Pasa por las manos de todos y las asistencias siguen cayendo. Creía poder llegar hasta el aro, pero el gran trabajo de la defensa se lo impidió.
Millsap. Mal tiro de Korver.
Define también desde dentro que la defensa no le iba a dejar ni un centímetro de más.
Se había quedado desmarcado.
Pase maravilloso a un compañero.
Será balón para Atlanta.
Han disfrutado de una ventaja de 11 puntos. Tenemos 9 segundos de diferencia entre el cronómetro de posesión y el del partido.
Otra vez Rodríguez.
No encesta el tiro a tablero.
Corren al contraataque.
Leonard la rozó.
Y aquí está Horford. A la zona. Rodríguez.
Ginóbili le roba la cartera.
Y este igualado partido llega al final de su primera mitad.
Los Hawks terminan el cuarto mandando en el marcador.
Ganan por 3. Y volvemos en un momento. Está siendo un partido reñido en el que nadie ha cedido terreno
en el quinteto. Schroeder con el balón. Busca su primera canasta del partido. Otra vez Scott. El balón le llega a Bazemore. Y aquí está Schroeder, defendido por Diaz. 6 en el reloj de posesión. Aparcó en la zona y le caen los 3 segundos.
Oh, no, por favor. Estos son los errores que te pueden hacer perder un partido tan igualado como este.
Mills con la bola. Con 9 puntos. La juega West. Y canasta. La asistencia es de Ginóbili.
La defensa le concedió más espacio del que necesitaba.
Los Hawks van ganando. Le llega el balón a Rodríguez. Tira desde casi 4 metros. Entra al tocar la parte frontal del aro.
No están tan agresivos con el tiro exterior como en la primera parte. Van a jugar con la ventaja.
Mills encima del poste alto, cubierto por Schroeder.
Usa su potencia para asegurarse el rebote. Buen trabajo. Y pueden intentar una jugada rápida.
Veremos de quién es la posesión final.
Y clava la canasta. Aquí tenemos a Mills. Tenemos 9 segundos de diferencia entre el cronómetro de posesión y el del partido. La saca para West. Solo 5 segundos en el reloj. Con el tiro circense. Ginóbili se apuntará un fallo.
Era difícil, pero hizo lo que pudo con un tiro poco equilibrado.
Mal tiro de Schroeder. Han anotado con facilidad en estos 3 cuartos. Ambos equipos tienen altas puntuaciones. Los Hawks terminan el cuarto mandando en el marcador. Van 5 arriba. Volvemos antes de que se den cuenta para seguir con la narración del partido en su último cuarto. Les damos otra vez la bienvenida a este trepidante partido que entra en su último cuarto. Ambos equipos cambian el quinteto. Ya ha pasado 1 minuto y medio del último cuarto. Posición exterior para Parker. El balón le llega a Duncan. Leonard, cubierto por Sefolosha. Se echa hacia atrás. Se hace con el rebote Millsap. Ahora juegan los Hawks. Ganan por 5. Rodríguez. Nuevo fallo de Atlanta. A la zona. Y no tiene piedad a Leonard.
Acción agresiva con un final fantástico.
Ese mate ha sido toda una reivindicación.
No hay mejor forma de reivindicar algo a 2 manos y para abajo.
Rodríguez. Tapón de Ginóbili.
A punto de llegar a los 2 minutos y medio del último cuarto.
Fallo de Aldrich. Posición exterior para Tig. Rodríguez en el exterior.
Falla la bandeja.
Es un jugador torpe en la zona, sobre todo ante una buena defensa.
Triple Leonard.
No tiene suerte.
Y ahora los Hawks salen a la carga.
Han disfrutado de una ventaja de 11 puntos.
El balón le llega a Sefolosha. Millsap. Atrapa el rebote Leonard. Posición exterior para Parker.
Se la juega desde 6 metros.
Falla. Es la cuarta vez por 7 canastas que lleva en el partido. Aquí tenemos a Horford. Millsap con la bola.
El tercer tiro de la posesión acaba entrando.
Hoy está muy entonado. Casi parece incapaz de fallar, Anthony.
Me atrevo a decir que su aportación es lo único que les mantiene con vida en este partido.
Mills, cubierto por Schroeder. Aquí está Mills.
Tiene al defensor muy cerca.
Aldrich ofrece un bloqueo.
Saliendo del bloqueo.
Duncan.
Buen segundo esfuerzo. Ha hecho bien en insistir.
Los defensores no deben olvidarse de cerrar el rebote en esas situaciones.
El balón le llega a Sefolosha. Y aquí está Millsap.
Adentro.
Rodríguez.
Tampoco convierte ahora.
Las cosas no le salen este cuarto.
Leonard.
No tiene suerte.
Va a tener que pensar en pasar más el balón hasta tener más confianza en su tiro.
La juega Schroeder. El bloqueo es de Horford. Rodríguez con la bola. Y ahora le toca defender a Ginobili.
5 para tirar. Y tendrá 2 tiros libres después de fallar el lanzamiento. La falta ha sido clara y ha sonado el silbato.
Será de Cowhey Leonard. Encesta el primero. Se han puesto 4 arriba.
Han mejorado mucho con los tiros libres en la segunda parte. Todavía no han fallado ninguno.
Estos tiros libres complican mucho la tarea a su rival, que sigue intentando remontar.
Bueno, ha cumplido desde la línea de tiros libres y ahora están 2 posesiones por delante.
El balón le llega a Aldrich.
No tardó en lanzar, pero le faltó acierto.
Y es el turno de los Hawks.
Solo han permitido 8 puntos en el último cuarto.
Aquí tenemos a Schroeder, cubierto por Leonard.
A la zona. Pitan falta en el lanzamiento. Conceden 2 tiros libres por el contacto.
At the line for the Hawks, Al Horford. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Anota el primer tiro libre. Aumentan la ventaja hasta los 6 puntos.
Encesta ambos. La diferencia es de 7 puntos.
Eran unos tiros libres importantes para ampliar la ventaja y los ha anotado todos.
El balón es para los Spurs. Le llega el balón a Ginóbili. Y entra mientras el árbitro pita la falta. Vale y dispondrá de un tiro libre.
Poder hacer esos rectificados tan complicados mientras estás en el aire tiene que ser increíble.
Aquí tenemos a Schroeder. El bloqueo es de Horford. Saca a la derecha. Y los árbitros pitan 3 segundos. Es una posesión crucial.
Tienen que estar perfectos.
Le llega el balón a Ginóbili. La clava. Y les ha puesto a solo 2 puntos.
La defensa va a sufrir cada vez que se haga con una posición tan interior.
Es demasiado bueno ahí. No pueden dejar que acampe cerca de canasta.
Millsap, cubierto por Aldridge.
Es una ventaja muy cómoda y si sigue anotando será difícil remontar.
Sí, el tiempo se está acabando. Tienen el marcador y el reloj a su favor.
Al centro, Ginóbili.
Ha rematado bien la jugada.
Hacen una falta intencionada, necesitan recuperar el balón cuanto antes.
Esa falta les permite confiar en el fallo del rival.
Solo te queda eso, esperar que el rival falle para tener la oportunidad de empatar.
Anota el primero. La ventaja es de 3 puntos. Ha anotado los 2 tiros. La ventaja es de 4 puntos.
Esos tiros libres han sido fundamentales, Sixto. Ha decidido el partido.
Posición exterior para Leonard. ¡Entra! Anota una canasta sensacional para acercarles a 1.
Es muy difícil de defender. Si le juegas de una forma, te responde con otra.
Y hacen una falta intencionada. No les quedaba más remedio. El primero entra. Se colocan 2 arriba. Y anota también el segundo. La diferencia es de 3 puntos.
Unos tiros libres cruciales. Ahora su rival necesita un triple solo para seguir con vida.
Pueden empatar en esta jugada.
Pero para eso tendrán que anotar de 3.
Entre ceja y ceja. Tremendo triple para empatar.
Es muy difícil defender a un rival más alto en el perímetro. Por eso le sueles regalar el tiro de 3.
No anotó el tiro y nos vamos a la prórroga. Se acabó el tiempo reglamentario. Nos vamos a la prórroga. Más acción a la vuelta. Tenemos prórroga. Soy Sixto Miguel Serrano y conmigo están Anthony Daimiel y Jorge Quiroga para contarlo todo. Serán los Hawks. Y los Hawks se alzan con la victoria. Anthony, menudo partido acabamos de ver.
Han jugado con cabeza y han seguido con su estrategia. Por eso han ganado.
Y eso es todo por hoy. Jorge Quiroga, Anthony Daimiel y Sixto Miguel Serrano les dan las gracias por acompañarnos en esta retransmisión de la NBA. Aquí, en 2K Sports. Hasta la próxima.
side.